Welcome to Flavourful Eats. I'm your host, Amsha Naidu. Joining me today again is Vasuki Cullanathan.
Hello.
Welcome. She was here exactly a year ago doing the same thing we're doing today. Today we're doing more justice with the cakes. So she's going to show us 3 different cakes for this season that we're coming to. There's a lot of graduations and Mother's Day and
the flower season,
yes,
right?
it's a
Yeah,
spring,
so it's a spring season of summer.
Right. So with that, we want to get started. You can give us a little background on what you're doing. You're making all.
I'm going to frost the cake first.
Right.
So
and all of them, you're just doing butter icing today, right?
exactly. Yeah, I'm going to do all the butter icing today, and I'm going to
Butter frosting.
Butter frosting and it's double layer cakes.
Do you want me to hold that while you put that one?
Okay. Yes.
So she's got a 2-layer, very nice, soft chocolate cake.
So I'm going to put some cream.
Everybody's favorite chocolate cake. So to get a nice eggless chocolate cake, we normally use a recipe with some vinegar in it or buttermilk also. When it's vegan, you use we try and avoid the buttermilk. To make a really good.
I don't. This one is not with buttermilk.
Okay.
This is just butter and icing sugar only.
Oh, no, that's the frosting. Yes.
Yeah.
The frosting is just put butter and sugar, powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Right.
Thank you.
So you just make a nice layer there. Turn the cake upside down. So the bottom part of it is on the top, so it's nice and flat.
Yeah, that's why it's easy. You don't have to spend too much time with that, right?
Right. So then after that, you're going to be doing. Normally we do a crumb coat and then put it in the fridge, but in the interest of time and with television, we're going to be just doing it just plain.
So this is going to be a light green frosting. So that's why I'm going to frost it light green. Can I take this one?
So to bring out the colors of spring.
Exactly, yeah. Sorry.
So that is made out of a leaf green that's put very, very little color in it.
Yeah.
To get it light
a drop
green.
Of
to make it
green.
More like a neon green.
Yeah.
Did you add anything else to make it that color?
No, just.
So you first beaten the fresh the shortening. This is a shortening to use for a white cake.
Yeah.
And if you want, if you're okay with the color cake, you could always use butter. So some of them we use butter too. Butter gives a better flavor. But this one you can flavor with whatever you would like.
Yeah.
With vanilla essence, or you can even put almond essence depending on what kind of thing you're using, right? The flavor of your cake.
Yeah, whatever flavor you want, you can put it in. If you want almond flavor, you can add some almond. Otherwise, butter, vanilla.
Almost
frosting.
everybody just use vanilla.
Most of
so
the
if you do
like
a crumb coating, you won't have the issue of having a little brown pieces that's showing up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that crumb coating is basically 1 layer of frosting. You put it away a little bit, let it dry a little bit, and then bring back and put it more frosting too. Okay. And we're using a cake stand to help move around. It turns around as we frost it. And anyway, if people that are having problems about really smoothing out, all you need to do is boil some water.
Exactly, you warm it, and you can put the spatula, and you can smooth it. It's very quick.
Right. And the important thing is to always work tidily.
Yeah.
There you go. It's done.
That's enough.
It's all set.
I don't want to see any crumb. I'm going to start with daisies.
So she's put everything together ready in a bag, so it goes fast.
Yeah.
So we got to follow her very, very carefully. With what tip you're using there?
I'm using size 10.
Size 10, a very round, just a round tip. It's nothing more fancy. So, and that's the daisies.
Daisies, yeah.
So it's basically 5 little.
5 little petals.
5 little petals. So you just put a little more pressure, and then you come.
Yeah.
So again, it's very slowly. That's 1 pressure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that now you use another tip. What tip is that one?
This is rose tip.
Right.
Usual. So just make it like 5 petals.
So you want to do that slowly. I think you may
1,
have to.
2.
It's not going to be very noticeable here.
Oh, okay. You can make it 6 or 5. I usually make with 5 because of the daffodils you have something on top, right? The
Yes.
so you can make it with like that.
So you did the first one size 10 and then you're doing size 5 little ones
Yeah.
too. So it's basically a little round tip.
Yeah.
So this is basically the tip that you was using, but it's a size 10. This is a size 5. When you're saying size, it meant
Yeah,
that little that portion of the tip. So that's a simple one.
Simple one, yeah.
So that color just pops with that.
Yeah. You should. I think it's a daffodils with orange on top, right?
Right. Yes.
So
To just play around with colors. Children would love doing this if
yeah,
you give them
that's
a
the
chance
main
to.
thing.
Right.
Kids love colors and
So this is our spring into summer, spring into spring cake. So she's just basically.
just putting up
You want to
some.
come this side and just do this
Okay.
one? Just doing her little
It's like a plant,
plant,
right?
yes.
And I'm going to do some ladybugs.
Oh, okay.
So it's on flowers, ladybugs.
Yes, ladybugs on flowers. How exciting. And it gives a little bit more pop. So simple, right?
Very simple. And
It's got its antennas too.
I'm going to put some decoration with the black lines. The bug is flying.
Oh, wow.
So something like that.
Okay. The bug is really flying all over. What does the black represent? Just its flight path?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's about it for that one. And then in the middle you just give a little saying of something or the other?
It's actually the lines also going here, so you can fill with the colors, different colors. And if I have that grass tip, oh, I think I have here.
You have the grass tip there, I
Yes.
think. The grass tip is basically the little holes on the actual nozzle.
Yeah. So I'm going to put some
Oh, okay. We got some little
grass.
growing.
At the same time, this is like a trim.
Better to have a nice trim. I guess for that, is that your last little thing for this proper spring cake?
I really like to put some tiny lily flowers on the bottom. So
okay.
it comes with the grass, right?
Growing off the grass,
Yeah.
growing from the ground. You got lilies coming
Yeah.
up. Okay. So you got daffodils, daisies, and lilies,
Yeah.
and some bugs in it.
And bugs, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some flowers, tiny flowers. Maybe I can make with the red one, so it's a bright color. So the kids love red, right?
Yes. Oh, again, your 5 little petals.
Yeah. But it's a tiny one. If you
Yeah.
want, you can make it 4 or 5.
So you don't need much. So what number tip you use for that one?
For which one?
This one here for these little ones.
This is, you can use the number 5. That's a
Okay.
perfect size. Or number 4.
So in this particular shape, you're using 5, I think,
And
right?
if you want, you can put them in the middle black one.
Yeah, that's a 5, yeah. You make this frosting thing look so easy. That's
Thank
what
you.
everybody is going to be saying.
And if you want to make a little bit more colorful, I'm going to put some pink tulips here.
Tulips. So there's so many things you can do with the one rose tip. Huh?
Yeah, so
So
many
it's
flowers.
basically you're going up and down and up and down and up.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
So this is, you're going to tell me all the names again. That's the
The
daffodils,
daisies and daffodils and tulips and little bit lilies
lilies
and ladybug.
ladybugs
So
bugging around.
So I'm going to use for the graduation or boy cake for 2 colors only, blue and white. So just simple plain cake with a size 10 tip. So I'm going to start from all the way down.
Oh, you're just making like a little shell
It's
at the
like
bottom.
a shell, but plain shell.
Yes, you're not using one of those fancy tips. You're just making
No.
a plain round tip,
Exactly, yeah, simple one.
which is number
And
10.
anybody can do this one.
Yes, it's basically leave a little bit and drag, leave a
Yeah.
little bit and drag. See?
Press,
Press a little
press
pressure.
and then, oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to do the white one, the next one by one. So
Oh,
in the middle,
okay.
so I'm going to put
Simple ones again. So it's just stopped and move and little. The important to get the right consistency of the frosting, right? So to a block of butter, how much of icing sugar you normally use? Right,
butter
one
stick.
Yes.
If it is 1 stick, you can use 3 cups.
3 cups for 1 stick. Oh wow.
Yeah.
And you put milk also?
If you want little bit soft, you can add little milk. Otherwise, you don't have to because you are using some vanilla extract too, right?
Yes, yes. If you're using liquid vanilla
Yeah.
extract.
So summertime, I touched this. That's okay. I can fix it. Summertime, you don't have to because butter is very
It's soft.
soft.
Right.
For the winter time, you have to have some warm milk to make it soft.
The air is always drier somehow
Yeah.
in winter, out here at least in the East Coast, with all the snow and everything else. So this could be even, you know, if you want, somebody wants to do a doll cake, they could use a pudding bowl
Yeah.
and do the similar things too. It can look like a little dress.
Yeah. Different colors.
Yes,
You
different
can
colors.
use it for.
Yeah. So there's so many different ways to use, not just for a guy cake like we're saying right here. Because again, if you use a leaf tip or use one of the fancier tips, the rose tip, you can make really nice
The most
frock.
of the people like a simple one for guys. So that's why I always use a size 10 for blue cakes.
Okay.
And if you want, you can make it a little bit fluffy.
The fluffier, the little more.
The trim, okay.
Yes, yeah. So that is like just so simple again. And then on top you'll just write the person's name.
Yeah.
Well, Acton Boxborough is blue and gold.
Yes.
So instead of the white, you could
Instead
have
of
used,
white, you
could
can use the
gold.
gold one.
Right. So that's for this school. It doesn't, like we said, doesn't normally just have to be for boys. It could be for girls too.
Oh yeah, for the school graduation, it's boys and girls, only the school color, right?
Right, yeah.
So I'm going to put one ribbon. So I'm going to put with the.
This is a little tie that you
Tie,
get in
yes.
the thing. So you just get that and you just
So
use
you can
it.
hide that tie inside.
Ah, okay.
So it's not like a plain cake, right? So you can write in the middle.
Your child's name or congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, maybe you want to write congratulations on that,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's it.
So you're going to be starting the Mother's Day cake. We have a little, you made this little higher area so that rose looks
yeah.
bigger. And then with a
I'm going to
125 Wilton
yeah. I'm going to make a big flower rose in the middle.
So you're going to take it really slow,
Yes.
so we can
See,
we're going to be checking everything out in
I
slow
just
motion.
squeeze a little bit.
So you
first
squeeze
in the
and you went
middle.
up and down, and
Yeah.
made a little center.
Then make 2 circles, and the third circle you can make it little bit smaller one.
So it looks like a bud.
Yeah. Then just make a circle and bring it all the way to the bottom.
So you take from top to bottom around, slowly. Bottom, top and around.
Bottom. And whatever you want, how many petals you can make it. I'm going to make at least 10.
So slowly, slowly up and about. And it's just so wonderful how that rose is being formed. That's a really, really pretty rose for sure. And
then I'm going to use a big spatula because this is big rose.
Slowly take it out of there. And you slowly put it onto the... Everything is slowly.
Okay. Then I'm going to start with the yellow one now for the side.
So you're making pink and yellow.
Pink and yellow roses. Exactly the same way.
But slowly again.
This is the 104 tip.
Okay, so that make a smaller rose.
Little bit smaller rose.
So the size of the tip will determine the size of the rose you want to make it also.
If you want, you can make this size with 104 too.
But it will take a long time to get that size. Right?
You have to squeeze more.
More, right. So this is you squeezing and going around. And you're going around and around. Slowly again. So you start from the top and you go at the bottom to finish so it looks nice and tidy at the bottom. So that's how that is done. Very, very intriguing for those that never did it before.
Oops, I'm sorry. All right. Then I'm going to use the 104 tip pink color.
Oh, so you got 2 tips there ready. So you see, it's like the commercial place. You get everything ready.
Yeah.
So you're just making one big one and everything else will be small.
Smaller.
Oh, okay. So one more time, we're going slowly. We're starting from the inside and going from the bottom up.
Up and down. You have to start from the bottom first.
Slowly, slowly.
That's about half.
Slowly. There we go. Slowly up and down, up and down. So how many do you think you're going to be making for today?
For this one, actually you can put 6 flowers,
Around.
1 in the middle and 3 for the circle.
Okay. So again, slowly the middle and around.
Round.
Round. I can see you can't do it slowly.
Okay. See?
So that looked like a typical rosebud.
Rosebud, yeah.
And now you're putting in the petals again, very slowly. But of course, you are doing it fast.
Still I'm doing fast?
Yeah, I know that's probably very slow for you. So maybe you can just go fast now and then we can do the last one slowly
Last
again.
one is okay.
Yeah, so
that's a good idea.
Yeah, so that way we, before we know it, we're done. So we have to be, it'd be nice if you know something about floral arranging also to make a good job in how you place these things too. You need a
The
pink now.
pink one.
So again, we do the middle.
The middle part you have to squeeze a little bit.
And then the
Then the
bud.
one, second part, second circle, third circle, and you can make it very skinny, so you can see that bud
The
size,
bud
bud
is
size, yeah.
very nice bud. So new appreciation now to the way roses are made for all those who never saw how a rose is made
People,
previously. So that's that. So you got 2 more to go, huh?
yeah.
And besides the roses, what else you want to put in the flower and the cake?
The cake, just roses only and the leaves, and I'm going to do the different style trim.
Border.
Yeah,
border.
bottom trim is a different
You want to
style.
do yellow? Next
Oh,
one,
sorry.
yellow.
So
Decorating
I'm
stuff.
going to use the last one. Maybe I can make it slowly.
Slowly.
Okay, just squeeze and make it one circle, and on top the second circle, and the top the third circle, little bit smaller than before.
So that will form the bud.
Then yeah, bud will be like that.
And if you're using many colors, it's good to even use gloves to work so you don't mess your fingers up with the thing.
Yeah.
So
And you
it's
want
easy. There you go. Before you know it, the 6 rows is done.
all right.
What a pop of colors. And this you just played plain butter icing. It's not the white, not the shorty.
No. So I need to hide those inside things, so I'm going to make it like,
Ah, that's very clever. And that's leaf green again.
yeah.
So you're basically going into the flower and just coming up.
Yeah.
Just a little bit into the flower and coming up.
This
And that's
one
how
is
you form the rose. That's a rose.
This is the
Leaf tip.
leaf tip.
Wilton 352 is what
352,
you're
right?
using.
Yeah. But
A
you can
leaf
use
tip.
the different leaf tip too.
And that's just the pressure of your hand makes a squiggle. It's not like it's a...
All the things from your pressure, right?
Yes, yes. You have to have the right pressure to get it going.
Okay, I'm going to make the trim
Slowly in this, so that you can pick it up on your camera, okay?
exactly. With the rose tip, I'm going to put one.
The roast, okay.
It's like a frill.
It looks like a frill for sure. So one can do a dress with that too, right? For the one doll's dress.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the possibilities are endless. We're just showing a few examples out here. So it's very closely putting the tip in close together and just moving it slowly around. That's amazing, the colors in that cake.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of be creative with colors too, right?
Especially for
Yes.
ladies, they like some bright colors, right? And I'm going to do for the bottom double frill.
Double frill, okay. So it'll take
So one on
top and one below that. So if one wanted to, one could use a shell, one could use a star, one could use just about anything, right? This is just keeping with the theme.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily have to have these bags. You can use plastic. You can use, they come already now in your wherever you want to buy your cake decorating stuff. Plastic bags,
yes.
yeah.
Disposable one.
Disposable ones. In the olden days, we used to use greaseproof paper and make our own
Yeah.
little cones and put the
Still, you can use that.
Yes, that's definitely usable too for in a crunch. You can just be creative and use anything
And
to
this
make it
one,
work.
I'm going to make it little bit different
Ah,
style, like a zigzag.
right. So it covers the board also.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like a skirt. I guess you can call it a skirt of that
Yeah.
cake.
This is the one I'm going to put it
Uh-huh.
with a size 18 tip.
18 tip.
It's a, usually you can put the trim like a, maybe I will put on top its regular one.
Okay. So that looks like it's more complete.
Yeah.
What the eye is used to seeing
You can hide all the mess
underneath all of
underneath all the.
that. Yeah, with crumb coating, you don't really see anything, right? I mean, a very fine crumb coating,
Yeah.
and then put another one. But I never learned about crumb coating until I got here. I mean, we know that we coated and we coated, but didn't realize that's what you gave a name to it.
Yeah. And the bottom one, the same tip, I'm going to make it like a wiggly one.
Oh, okay.
So, circle.
Okay. So a little bit like scrolling around.
Yeah.
So you scroll up and bottom, up
And bottom. Two circles, right?
Right. But it's top and bottom. This is the Mother's Day cake.
And the graduation
The
cake.
graduation cake. We're saying it's for graduation, but all of these can be used for just about
Anything, yeah.
any function
Occasion.
one wants to, any occasion. And of course, the cake felt very nice and soft, so I guess it's going to be a really yummy cake. Nothing beats a homemade cake, as far as I'm concerned. These didn't come
Homemade
out
is
from
nice
a box.
and fresh, yeah.
This came out from scratch. Anybody wants any recipes, you're welcome to write to me, flavorfuleats@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to share the recipes we used. All of them no eggs, so you get good cakes without eggs as well. And again, thank you Yal Surabhi for sponsoring the show. Thank you Vasuki to come and do a demonstration. This is your business that you work out of home, right
you.
here in Acton. So anybody wants it, let me know. We can direct you to Vasuki as well.
Thank you so much. And I have to say thank you for you too, to having me here.
Yeah, no, it's our pleasure, because I mean, you make such beautiful things, and it's right here in Acton. Why not? From Flavourful Eats. Bye-bye. Till we meet again. Thank you, Vasuki.
Thank you.
Enjoy.